So, Rashad, your adjustment, obviously, we know a little of your backstory, but just adjusting to West Virginia, different style defense, all those type of things.
Definitely, it's been quite a, I won't say hard adjustment, but challenging. Coming from Colorado State, I played a lot of man coverage, like really a ton, probably 80% of the snaps or 90, I was in man, press man most of the time. And coming here, I have to play off more, have to look at more things, more keys in my zone coverage and stuff like that. So I'll say that's probably the biggest adjustment I have to make, just learning this new defense, getting adjusted, getting comfortable.
You said that has that been difficult learning that?
No, I wouldn't say difficult. Just it's just new for me. So it's like football has is never really like a challenge learning because I want to learn. So it's kind of fun getting a chance to like learn a new defense and things like that as well. So
So, go through the transfer. You've been at Colorado State, what, 4 5 years?
4 years, yes sir.
So difficult to leave. Why did you decide to leave and just not even West Virginia at that point? Just look around.
Um, it was it was very difficult to leave. I built a lot of trust and like a lot of friendships out there with the teammates and coaches out there, but they had a new coaching change there and they just felt like they needed to, part ways, find a new guy, to do the job that I was there to do. So, I mean, coming here, like finding a new place for my last year was kind of challenging, finding a new place for 1 year, but it's been a good turnaround for me. Definitely. I love the people here. I love my teammates already. I built a lot of great relationships already. My coaches are great. So it's been very good.
So they want to move on and do something different. Is that the way it was?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
How did you end up at West Virginia?
So I entered the portal around May of this year, and Coach Shadon gave me a call probably like the same day I entered, and just wanted me to get out here, get a visit, and just get to see everything. So I came here, and I went to Cal. Yeah, basically, it was a lot of teams trying to get me to come and like look at the place, but I feel like here was a like Coach Shadon. He seemed very genuine over the phone, so I wanted to come out and see how it was in person. You know what I mean?
How long was it when you got into the portal till you ended up here at West Virginia?
I want to say 2 weeks probably. Yeah, it was a quick turnaround. Yeah, because I did it. I entered the portal like the last week of May, and I wanted to be somewhere like before summer started. So it was a quick um, like decision for me.
So regardless, you had to make up your mind.
Yeah, I had to come somewhere. Yeah, definitely.
How is recruiting? You recruited out of high school. Is it completely different when you do the transfer recruiting?
It was kind of the same. It was mostly the same. Just a lot of teams reaching out, trying to hear my story of why I'm in the portal and my experience and stuff like that. So it was kind of the same thing. Just hearing coaches' perspective on things and getting me to come see their place, basically. Yeah.
Compare Colorado State, because I know your old coach here was an old school coach.
Dazio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of
definitely.
hard
Yeah.
school, hard. And then you come here, it's a little bit different. Compare and contrast camps between what you went through at Colorado State and what you're going through here.
It's fairly different. It was Coach Dazio. He had his traditions, his style of coaching, how he looked at things, how he viewed things. I'll say probably the main differences probably would be like freedom. I guess you'll say here we kind of get our freedom. We get to do not what we want, but like get to express ourselves on the field how we want. Like far as things we wear or the music we listen to on the field is more based around us and our wants. So that's probably the biggest difference.
Did Ozzy have music on the field?
We did for like the beginning of practice, but it wasn't like an ongoing thing. It got cut off right after warm up, stuff like that. Yeah.
There was kind of a cloud over the program over there for a while too, with some investigation and I don't know, misconduct stuff. Dude. Don't get into that, but like just living underneath that, where people want to know what's going on, you want to know what's going on too. How much does that complicate life for college football players?
It's very complicated. I mean, because especially on my end, I didn't see where none of the stuff came from. It didn't happen to me personally, and I don't know any teammates that I was really close with the allegations came from. So I don't really know where it started and how it came about. But it was just difficult because a lot of like media was trying to reach out, trying to get a story about things that I didn't even know was occurring. So that was really the only thing.
And then you actually had 2 head coaches there too, right?
Yeah.
So your first year, there was a coaching change after that too, right?
Say it one more time.
The first year or second year, there was a coaching change.
My my third year after my sophomore year.
Okay. Do you ever get settled in there? It seems like there's always something going on, right?
Um,
And the coaching changes and.
yeah, I feel like I was settled in though, far as the program and my teammates. Everybody we were adjusted. I was cool. I was very cool with all my teammates, all the staff, like the academic staff too. So I feel like I was always adjusted. It was just a lot of change and a lot going on these past 4 years, definitely.
Has it made this transition, I mean, almost relatively calm, I would think, right?
Yeah.
Simple, smooth.
Yeah, definitely. It made it easy for me. I mean, I'm kind of used to change. Even growing up, I moved around a lot. So it's like I always been able to adjust and adapt to new environments.
So this is your third head coach.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So you moved around a lot. Where did you live? And
I mean, I always lived in Atlanta, Georgia, but just a lot of different places throughout my childhood, just a lot of different homes, new neighborhoods, things of that nature.
First game obviously is a big one. You may not have grown up with the rivalry, but just playing in what you expect to be a big atmosphere, what do you anticipate for that?
I'm just anticipating the fans, how they will be when I get there. You know, I never played in this rivalry game, but in my past rivalry school, we played Colorado, the CSU game. It was very big. The fans were into it, the media, the coaches. It was very big. I want to say it's probably not as big as this rivalry game, of course, but it was big. So I probably anticipate the same thing, the fans being into it a lot. It means a lot to the people here, of course, in West Virginia. So I'm just ready to play, honestly. I mean, to me personally, it's kind of, I'm not going to say a normal game, but I'm kind of going into it as it's just a game I need to play so I won't be so, caught up in everything else.
What's the biggest tradition, Colorado State, Colorado?
Tradition, like game-wise or?
It's like with the rivalry, what do you associate with that?
The border war with Wyoming and the Colorado game, CU game. That was probably the biggest. The rival over there was Air Force as well. So it was those 3 games every year that was pretty big.
Who would be the biggest for Colorado State? Would it be Colorado?
Definitely, but yeah, I'll say for that. But Wyoming fans would probably say that we probably their biggest game, but not really. It was really CU. Yeah.
It was against State, right? Pride,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Was it hyped up during the week? Did you? There were a lot of things going on campus, things like that.
Yeah, definitely. Especially like during camp, I was having to deal with like a lot of interviews about the players on the team, how we'll do challenging against them, how we'll do facing them, and stuff like that. So it was real big heading up to the game for sure.
Rashad, you're only playing corner here? Because I know sometimes they've bounced guys over and had them play some safety and nickel and those type of things. So are you concentrating strictly at corner, or are you doing some other things as well?
Right now I'm playing strictly corner, but I'm always open to play any position they need me to play. Because I kind of wanted to play nickel, dime, stuff like that. I'm actually playing dime in our dime package now, but corner is like my main thing right now. But I'm open to play everything. I want to play everything if I can.
One more question about the rivalry. When you got to Colorado State, did the coaches, did they hype up the game? Did they talk about it to say, hey, this is the games you got to focus on?
Yeah.
How they approach it?
It was definitely a big deal. I mean, we came in and they said these are the 3 games that we need to win. You know what I mean? It was Air Force, Wyoming, and Colorado. And I remember just heading up, like the game weeks, we'll have like all of the highlights playing on all of the monitors. We'll have different like stuff on the wall about the game and how important it was. So yeah, that was it. Yeah.
How'd you do against them?
I did pretty good. I'm trying to remember all the games I played in. My freshman year CU game, I did pretty good. I was a true freshman, started. I got a forced fumble, couple tackles, stuff like that. It was good. I never caught an interception against them or Wyoming, which I'm kind of, you know what I mean?
Did you have a winning record against the 3?
No, No, not at all. No, it was pretty rough. Past couple years against those teams, but I'll say I did fairly well. Not to my standard, but okay, I guess. Yeah.
Rashad, the story goes that when you were a kid, you had a list of places you wanted to go to school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see it turning out like this when you're envisioning things growing, all the places you've been and the things you've had to go through?
Honestly, I did. Always seeing myself playing in a Power 5 school, and I never received like a official offer from West Virginia out of high school, but it was always a place of interest for me, especially growing up watching Tavon Austin play. He was just, y'all know he was just crazy. So it was like just watching him, like, dang, I wonder what it would be like to play at that school or even at that level. You know what I mean? So definitely growing up, I wanted to always be in a Power 5 division.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.